for destroying that without harming the environment. So it is only in our hand. If you are affordable, we can go for biodegradable bags. If you are not affordable, what you will do? This country, affordability is little less. So we will be trying to use that. Okay, you use that, but reuse or you give back. That kind of policy should develop. That is only in the youngsters. See, as a young boy like you, I used to go for buying the vegetables, a separate bag, which is intended only for buying vegetables. Whereas for buying groceries, I will have another bag. And then for buying oils, my mom used to give 2 containers. Only in the container we had to buy. So that was our tradition. But now it is advanced because we are in a fast-moving country. It is fast-moving.
Fast-moving world.
Yeah, fast-moving world. And you want everything quick. So naturally, you have no time to take your bag. On the way, returning back, you want to buy some oil, then you have no container. So obviously, there is thick plastic bags having the oil is being given. But it is up to us how best we are disposing. That is the most important thing. Sir, you want to say?
Yeah, actually, no, every issue we must examine with respect to lifetime. For example, nature evolves solutions. But nature's lifetime is sometimes 100 years, sometimes 1,000 years, sometimes million years. Let's say plastic eating bacteria will evolve, but that may take, let's suppose, 1 lakh years. It doesn't solve our problem today. So, whereas nature definitely solves, but nature's evolution, so for example, evolving human being, it has taken many millions years. A bacteria came something like maybe more than 1 billion years back, and it has taken more than 1 billion years to evolve. So nature is very slow. Engineering, what we do, we try to find a fast solutions. And this is where engineering or science comes into picture. And all of you will play a role. As I said earlier, science creates problem. It definitely creates. But then science also has to find a solution. And as he said rightly, today, the so-called biodegradable material is costly. We have to reduce the cost. And that can be done only by science. It will be done. But till that, we have to restrict usage of plastic. So you have to balance both the things. So solutions will evolve. I am 100% sure. Say, for example, we are talking of a hydrogen kind of a fuel for at least last 50, 60 years. It has not happened. But now it started happening because of the awareness, because of the climate change. So first we are going to battery, but battery is also not sustainable in long term. So we are now talking of a hydrogen, but hydrogen is not energy, it's secondary energy. How do we produce hydrogen? Also needs energy. So that means we are talking of solar, we are talking of wind. So these are evolution taking place. These evolution time frames are of the order of 10 years or 20 years, or maybe 30 years sometimes. But they are not as long as nature, which takes thousands of years or so. There's a difference. So point I'm raising is you are all young mind. You will have to always find scientific solutions to these problems. So we have to do both ways. We have to manage right now the situation is there, and then to evolve a science system. Okay? So it will evolve. It will happen.
See, I have just one point, particularly about the disposal of the waste. See, every year there are a number of campaigns, being conducted by the officials as well as the NGOs, students, involving, collection of the debris from the marine environment or even from the coastal area. Why do the waste go? That wastes are finding place in the land refill, which will again be washed into the coastal areas by the land runoff. So I think we need to find as you rightly said, scientific solution is one among them. But in my opinion, we can even go for incineration. See, incineration, we don't have any incineration facility at all. Even otherwise, there is no other way. See, that is one way of reducing the inflow of the waste into the coastal areas. But nobody is finding a way to that. everything is going back to our own Pallikaranai marsh and then getting dumped here, which will again go back to the coastal area.
You see, let's differentiate between sciences and practices.
Yeah.
See, science evolution is one part, it's taking place. Practice takes at least 15, 20 years later. So, right now the gap is between what is being done,
And then what is?
then what is the, see, today there is a battery developed in the world with the solid state technology, which gives you almost 800 to 1000 megawatt, kilowatt, watt hour per kg. But what is available today in practice is only nickel ion battery, which, lithium ion battery, which is only 260. So we are 1/4 of the top of the technology,
Yes.
approximately. So it takes time. Maybe our next 15, 20 years, we'll have solid state battery with the 1000 watt hour capacity. So these things will take time, but it does not mean science is not. I am only telling these, you are the future. You will be solving the problems. Okay?
They should come out with the solutions.
Really, again, I endorse.
No, it is different. No one can motivate you. You can motivate yourself.
Namaste, sir. Because you talked about waste disposal, I just get reminded of this simple question. So many countries are spilling oil in the ocean, right? So, because obviously that will form a layer and prevent oxygen supply to the air. So the living organisms in that is aquatic will get affected. So obviously, what is the solution for that? It changes the pH level of the ocean. Everything will get affected. So what is the measure? So many countries are doing that. Obvious countries, we came to know that also. So
Now let me correct you. No one is spilling oil deliberately. If you say people are putting carbon dioxide, that I agree. Oil is an accident. Oil is never put by anyone deliberately. It's by accident. And accidents are happening. The question is, are those accidents reducing or not? When you really see evolution, actually number of accidents with respect to the ship going and all this coming down considerably. So there is a technology improvement. As I said, technology is always finding a improvement. It takes time, but actually oil spill incidents are reducing because technology is improving. Now the question is, what do we do about it? So right now, if you really see the impact on the ocean because of oil spill is much, much smaller compared to the carbon dioxide and other things. It's a very, very small. What it affects is that nearby coast, that life, that marine, that gets affected. But if you look at the global picture, in global picture, that impact is very small.
So, okay. Sir, I'm Shreya Vipai of DAV and I have one more question. You see, recently IIT Kanpur successfully developed artificial rain and they demonstrated cloud seeding too. I was in the UAE when they did cloud seeding and I noticed that children, they feel sick very easily. So my question is artificial, I don't know the long-term effects of cloud seeding and artificial rain, but is it really extremely beneficial? I mean, isn't it better to deal with climate change with natural means like afforestation rather than spending lakhs of rupees for artificial rain, and even if we don't know the correct benefits of them? I'm just asking if it's productive. Thank you, sir.
It is basically a cesarean operation. Okay. So the natural process, if it happen, everything is good. But sometimes we are greedy. Suppose if it is rains, is going, the winds are going cloud to the ocean. instead of ocean rain, if it goes there, so I want that rain, fresh water here. So I seed some artificial, maybe salt something, and you try to get the precipitation here. That is one way. Of course, there is a technology, but how good or what is the proven technology or what is the success rate of that, that has been done by various agencies in our ministry also, as well as academia they have done. But still there is no concrete evidence that the artificial rain making good progress or anything. But having said that, it is basically intervention. Okay, it is a weather intervention. But I am thinking personally, it is basically weather modification. But maybe in the year, 100 years of India's independence, Amrit Kal, our dream is not only weather modification, but also weather management. Of course, that is the way it has to go. But at the same time, where we have to manage, how do we manage the weather or whatever things which we need to work out. So suppose tomorrow I have Independence Day in Delhi. There is a cloud is coming, it's going to be rain. Can I avoid that rain? That is a one possibility. Otherwise, somewhere I want a rain here, but not here. Can I do something? So these are all possible, what is called, we can create certain things. But at the same time, even we can go with the later in future, it may come, I don't know, I'm just, maybe we can come weather war. Okay, in the weather war means I can suppress and I can modify in such a way, if you allow me some time, after maybe few years, the Bay of Bengal, for example, it is a notorious place where I can do some modification, I can suppress some of the countries. That much resource and that much things are there. So that is what management we have to do, or modification or strategy, many things are there. But at the same time, that's what, when you create something you have to expect to destroy also. So that is why I always feel that nature-based solution is best. Okay, so go back to basic. Now we are telling about Manjapai and other things. Why we are telling? We have come to this plastic problem, so we are going back to bag and other things. So everything it is recycling. Our old people are much knowledgeable and other things, which we create and destroy again. We create on the name of science, we do something, and again to modify that, go back to that. So it is cyclicity. Earlier we have studied science. Okay, then later on we have segregated physics, chemistry, biology, mathematics, all these things. Then again further quantum physics, this. Now we are coming with a new word. Earlier also science. Now we are coming with multidisciplinary science is important. That is nothing but the science again. So you are going back to basic. So it is basically the cycles are repeating. So the simple answer to your is yes, whether intervention can be done, but we have to see what is the overall merit and what is the overall implications, and also we have to see what is not only for short-term benefit, but also long-term, what is the benefit. We have to think about it before doing that. That's it.
Thank you, sir. That was a
Thank-
wonderful answer.
I am Tishan from DAV Valachari, and what I want to talk about is that, for example, when we throw some food on the ground, we say like 5-second rule. If we take it up and eat it like before 5 seconds, it's okay. But ironically, in the oceans, we pour all the sewage, all our human waste there, and like fishes grow in that human waste from eggs to mature form, but we still eat that, and we don't even think about like the diseases it could cause, and like does it actually have any implication on us, like any long-term effects?
No.
No, let me answer that.
Waste in the ocean and fish, and then eating fish. That's what we do.
Yes, so and basically like we also like fertilizers that are from agriculture, like every waste we are.
No, chemicals is a separate issue. But if you are talking human waste is recyclable
Yes, sir,
in
I
different
understand
form.
that. Like
Nature does that.
yes, sir, but like these wastes, no, they could like create like mutations in the fishes.
No.
some bacteria mutation in the fishes also could cause and like abnormally folded
It's all manageable. In fact, let me tell you, today there is a technology that what we have a urination that is completely recyclable, as pure as drinkable. That technology is available today. Okay? Similarly, all human waste is recyclable. Don't worry about human waste. But chemicals which you use for, for pesticides and all that, that is a separate issue. That is dangerous, but not the normal waste.
Thank you very much, sir.
Whatever nature does, nature is very intelligent, more intelligent than us, So the human waste is a natural process.
Organic waste is.
We will take one last question.
Hi sir, I'm Anishka from Fatima Higher Secondary School. I have a question. I've been learning that we need rich biodiversity for a healthy ocean, but there has been a lot of overfishing and mining from the ocean, and that alters the food chain and the food web, which eventually breaks the ecosystem and damages the biodiversity. Is there a way for us to have a healthy biodiversity even when extracting minerals and fishes and everything from the ocean?
Yeah, it is basically yes, we have rich biodiversity. Of course, we should not disturb them, so we need to conserve them as much as possible in terms of overfishing and other things. So that's what, when we are talking about fisheries, people are talking about sustainable fisheries. It is not that, that's what I was telling about when you are talking about ocean economy and blue economy. So that the difference is the sustainability added into the ocean economy. Similarly, here fishing, sustainability is added. So if this particular place, how much resource available, how much you can harvest so that it can be replenished, that you should know. That is why we need to understand the process or what is happening. Thereby we need to have sustainable fisheries. Similarly, mining also. When you do mining, what are the disturbance you are creating, you should know, then you have to accordingly act on it. So that's why you have to make a balance for both living as well as non-living resources when you are harnessing.
There is a program.
Participation is very much required in the biodiversity conservation. See, particularly the women or even the fishermen themselves can be involved in the conservation of the biodiversity. Because when you say that, over harvesting of the fishery resources is there, there are a number of rules and regulations to limit the fishing effort. So the number of fishing vessels which can be used, the number of fishermen who can go for fishing, and the quantity of fish which can be caught, the species, there are some methods, by which, they will regulate the fishing effort. So I think that way, we can control the overfishing and also see that the resources are available for the future generation.
Thank you very much, all of you. We have few questions for students also, for which they will get few prizes for answering the correct answer. So we will do one thing, we will go by school. So first we will take a question, we will ask the question to the PSBB Millennium School. So my question to them, and whoever knows the answer, please raise your hand. Okay. So my question to you is, what is the length of the Indian Ocean? Indian coast. One person only. That's a correct answer. Please give your name.
And Reshmi from PSBB Kergambaka. Yes.
Please give her a big round of applause. Now we will take one question from the Fatima higher secondary school. Where are they sitting? Okay, this side. So, question for you is, what is the deepest part of the ocean where there is a maximum depth? Please raise your hand. Whoever wants to give the answer. Nobody from that side?
Mariana Trench. Mariana.
Trench. Correct answer. Please give.
Rajakritika from Fatima Matriculation High School.
Rajakritika. We will ask one question to DAV public school. So this is the basic question. Yes, 11, 12, 100 also. Average salary. Whoever knows. Anyone? Who wants to give? No, not say.
Repeat the question.
They are in the seawater. Gram per kg, ppm. It's a. Anybody else want to try?
Students.
From a DAV public school. Though he is very near, not much far away. They can use that. Very near to that answer.
34 to 35.
Yes. But we will one more question to your school. Your name?
Shankar.
Shankar. So what is the seawater? Only DAV public school. No. That will become acidic.
Sir, 8. 8.
Yeah, very why? Not exactly. I will give you the correct answer. I will again ask one more question to your school. It's around 8.2, 8.1, 8.2 around. Okay. So one last question. Indian open to all. Open to want to answer.
So 9. 9.
9.
9 coastal.
1. Pondicherry.
I have only one prize for one question. Very. And well, that is one. So we will conclude this spot questioning here.
I have two questions. Okay, General. So, name the country where the only place where you can have a reversal of currents and winds. That means 6 months in one direction, another 6 months in another direction. Which country it will have? Whereas
could you
all other
please
places you will
repeat the
have
question?
only one direction. Suppose in Norway you see it will be one direction or many places. But one country is having 6 months in one direction, another 6 months in another direction.
Who wants to give answer?
It is India. Okay, it is India. So only India is having fortunate to have coastal currents in 6 months in one direction, another 6 months in another direction. Okay, because we are fortunate to have, I think that is the one of the things which, how we can maximize, use that currents. Suppose you want to bring some big material from West Bengal to Chennai. The coastal currents in 6 months, you put it some material there, it will automatically comes here. So that is what earlier traders we have used. Now we have forgotten we are using with the engine and bringing the material. There is a connection between Burma and Tamil Nadu. There is a connection between Gujarat and Tanzania. It's all coastal currents. So why they do, so 6 months they go this direction with the winds and currents, another 6 months they go back and other thing. Whether we can use that optimally now, economic benefits, so that we have to think about it. That's it. Of course, since he is there now, one more last question. The only country has in the southern ocean, the currents are, usually in the southern ocean, the currents will be going from south to north. Only country has the currents going from north to south.
Australia.
I told because of you, man.
Thank you very much, sir. Now we will go to the next part of this session, which is the results of our photo and video competition. To brief you about this competition, I will request Dr. Venkatesan sir to brief you.
We had announced this photo and video competition, and we got very good entry. More than 900 plus 980 entries were there in the case of photo competition. In the case of video, we have 35 plus video competition, and we have clearly announced that plagiarism is one thing and it has to be creative. We have also asked for a slogan as well as a small write-up, and we are thankful to all the entries and whoever had submitted that. And there is a jury which had evaluated, taking all this into account, and finally the results are being announced. And who is announcing now? Dr. Anita? Results?
Thank you very much, sir. Now I will request Dr. Anita Gera madam to brief us about this competition.
To have the map that shows all India presence on this competition.
Yeah, thank you. So we thought we have to bring awareness to the next gen kids, the next generation, and also the young researchers from different colleges. So we thought, what is the way that we can do? So next one. So to be aware is more important. If you are not aware and aware, like that would be the difference. So that would be how you would use the ocean. So if you are aware, you would be able to use the ocean better. So can you find the difference between the two? How to use a wheel and how to not use it. So then we thought what we should do. So photography, and Dr. Venkatesan has given us was the lead thought process in this, and he has given us this idea of photography and videography for college students. So we thought, because a picture is worth 1,000 words, we have held this photography and videography competition. And then we have come up with different flyers, and these are all the instructions that we have put, and easy to come up with a Google form we have created, where you can just enter your ID card of your school and then upload your photo or video. And then we had given wide publicity of this around 40 colleges, and Twitter on we had 10K views, and LinkedIn about 4,000 views. Now it has increased, and wide publicity through website and all. The total number of entries that we had got is photographs 822, and overwhelming. We were like fully occupied searching all these photographs, how to come up with the winners. And then we had 60 videos. To see all these 60 videos and to come up with the winners was really a hectic task. So this is all over India. You can see the winners are also, there are many places that we have come. We have just put the winners photo, where the winners have come from. Lucknow, right from Lucknow, Bombay, then there is AP, then there is Karnataka, then there is most Pondicherry, and then Kerala. So all over India we got prize winners, and the photographs were also from Agatti, from islands as well as Pondicherry, different coasts, west coast, east coast, as well as the islands, Lakshadweep. So these won the prizes. So we took these criteria: originality, idea, the relevance, the write-up, innovation, and visual impact. So based on these, we gave the winners the prizes. These are the first prize for photography, and there were two themes in this. One is the landscapes, beauty of the landscapes, and one is the marine biodiversity. So these are the first prize winners, and these are others. These are from marine biodiversity. These are from Lakshadweep, Andaman, and Pondicherry. And can you play the video collection? Now we have the winners of the videos. Just play the video. So these are the videos that we have finalized.
கடலில் சேரும் பிளாஸ்டிக்கால் ஒவ்வொரு ஆண்டும் 10 லட்சம் கடல் பறவைகள், 1 லட்சம் கடல்வாழ் பாலூட்டிகள் மற்றும் அரிய வகை மீன் இனங்கள் அழிந்து கொண்டிருக்கின்றன. தற்போதைய நிலையில் உலகம் முழுவதும் கடலில் மிதக்கும் பிளாஸ்டிக்கின் அளவு 15 கோடி மெட்ரிக் டன் என மதிப்பிடப்பட்டுள்ளது. இதில் ஆண்டுக்கு 5 லட்சம் டன் முதல் 30 லட்சம் டன் வரையிலான பிளாஸ்டிக் ஆறுகள் வழியாக கடலில் கலக்கின்றன.
சுழற்சி வழியில் நெகிழியை வடிவமைக்கவும், உற்பத்தி செய்யவும், நுகரவும் ஊக்கப்படுத்த அரசுகள் உறுதியான கொள்கைகளை அறிமுகம் செய்ய வேண்டும்.
Marine coasts are life for human and aquarium beings. For the future life, we all should just take care of our kind nature. Nowadays, humans and mankind use the utilities from nature. Some seawater is used for our sake. But we are not protecting those seashores. Here the polluted seashores affected and the marine coast just populate the awareness for the people around the seashores. And also, we should increase the caution signs near those seashores for some knowledge to the people who also visit.
Do you know that someone protects our coasts and seashores? They are called green soldiers of our coastal ecosystem. They are mangrove. In the temple town of Chitambram near Pichavaram, Tamil Nadu, the Tillai tree, a type of mangrove, is believed to have active chemicals that cure leprosy. Sadly, more than half of the world's mangrove forests have been destroyed by rapid developmental activities. Our oceans sustain life, an abundant ocean can feed 1 billion of people healthy meal every day forever. One garbage truck of plastic is dumped in the sea every minute. Today, we need your promise to avoid plastic and protect our ocean.
Ennur, the creek that was once the paradise for mangroves, turtles, fishes, and salt pans. Located in the north of Chennai, the creek has been the source for sustaining the traditional fisherman community settled along. Connected to the Kosastaya River, it received floodwaters from the metropolis through its colonial canal system. Along with the traditional fishing villages, Ennur Industrial Cluster is also home to numerous industries that have altered the ecosystem of the entire region, raising concern about the future of Ennur.
Thank you very much, madam. Now we will go to, for the prize distribution for this video and photo competition. I request Dr. M. Ravichandran sir to please give the prizes to our winners. Third prize for the videography contest is S. Mathavan, HIMT College, Palakkam, Tamil Nadu. We have actually 2 third prize winners for this competition. So another third runner-up for this competition is the team of Koramati John Jivan, Kondipudi Srinu, and Sappa Dheeraj from Adikavi Nananya University, AP, Andhra Pradesh. Second prize in this video competition. Second prize in this video competition goes to team of T. Velumani, Sudan Chandran, and Sanjeevam from ICAR CIFE Mumbai. If Velumani can collect the prize on behalf of his team. Veluman can collect the prize for his team. And the first winner for this competition is team of Kavya and Sanjin from Satyabama University, Chennai. Congratulations to all the winners of this video competition. Now next is the winners of the photography contest on the marine biodiversity. The third prize goes to Sujan from HIMT College, Kalpakkam. Second prize winner goes to Akash from ICAR MBF GR Lucknow. And the winner and the first prize for the marine biodiversity photography contest goes to Fleming RD, Mannomian Sundanaran, University, Tamil Nadu. Congratulations. Now we have the winners for the photography competition on the coastal landscape. The third runner-up is the Manoj Kumar Kanappam. Second runner-up is the Thirda Dev Ghosh. Have they come? And the winner and the first prize goes to Dharni Srinithi, Dr. Ambedkar Law University, Chennai. Now we have the winners of the spot competition who gave the correct answers. The first one is the Rasmi from PSBB. Second winner is the Raj Kritika from Fatima School. Our third winner is Shankar from Emmet College. Thank you very much, all of you. Now I will request Dr. Anita Madam to give the vote of thanks.
Thank you. Just before I will have a one word, dear students, whom you have here on the dais, you have been already told, these people who are talking to you are every day talking to Prime Minister, taking decisions for the countries. So these are such people we have brought for you today here, and we hope you have enjoyed and you have learned a lot from them, and they are an inspiration for you. So firstly, I thank Dr. Ravichandran, M. Ravichandran, our dear Secretary, MOS, Ministry of Earth Sciences, for being here. For your information, MOS means he has been in ocean sciences, atmospheric science. Not only these two, we have not touched today the polar science. All these spheres he has worked and contributed much, and he is the decision maker for Ministry of Earth Sciences today. And also I would like to add that he is my mentor, my guru for my PhD. He is the one who taught me what is research and So I owe my thanks to him personally, as well as thank him very much for coming here and spending his lot of time over here with you students, where he has to take lot of decisions with Prime Minister. He is here and encouraging you to inspire you. So I thank Dr. P.S. Goyal. He is also not only the Secretary of DOD, I would say that he is a Padma Bhushan awardee, and then he is an ISRO scientist as well. So you have an opportunity to interact with such a great person. So we thank him for being here and spending such time with the students and inspiring them. We thank you, sir. We thank you. We thank Mr. David, Deputy Councillor for Australia. We thank you for spending so much of time coming over to India and giving your valuable time for us to spend with our younger next gen kids. We thank you, sir. We thank Dr. Sampath, Dr. Balasubramaniam for inspiring the children. Dr. Balasubramaniam is an ex-VC, Vice Chancellor of a university, and Dr. Sampath is our ex-director. So these are all very great scientists, and we also thank Dr. Venkateshan, who is the inspiring for this program, the children's program. He is an ambassador for schools program internationally. So we thank Dr. Balasubramaniam, Dr. Sampath, Dr. Venkateshan for being here and spending their valuable time with us in inspiring you and inspiring us again and again as well. We thank the schools, DAV Public School, the Fatima School, and the PBSS School for being here, the teachers for being here, for taking the time, taking the pain of bringing the children and inspiring them and being an inspiration for children every day. We thank you to teachers, the school children for coming over here, gracing here and accepting our invitation. We thank the children and we thank the schools, the school administrations. Please convey our regards to your principals, ma'am. We thank you very much for being here. And lastly, I thank all the volunteers of NCCR and our director who has given permission to do this and inspired us for this. Our director, who is the backbone of all this and who has given all the freedom to do all this program, carry out this program without any hinge. We thank our director, we thank Dr. Usha, and we thank all the volunteers or present over here and who have been behind the scenes also. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone.
We also
Thank you very much, madam, and all of you for this wonderful session. Before we conclude this session, we want to felicitate our school teachers also who have come here with these students. So from PSBB Millennium School, I will request Gomti madam to please come and request Ravichandran sir to please give them the memento. From Fatima Higher Secondary School also, I request the teacher to please come and collect the memento. Fatima Higher Secondary School. Now teachers from the DAV Public School, I request them to please come and collect the memento. Thank you very much, all of you. Now we will gather there for the group photo. So I request all the students and teachers to please come forward for the group photo. And after the group photo, those students who have come from out of the Chennai city, those who have to fill the TA form, please meet me after the conclusion of this session. Lunch for all the students have been arranged in the canteen. So